Happy New Year to all you West Ham Network subscribers. Thank you very much for joining us on the West Ham Network as we have wrapped up 2022, thrown that up the loft. Actually, no, we've not thrown it up the loft. We've sent it to the tip as we are now focusing on 2023 with our New Year's resolutions. And let's hope West Ham are taking a nudge of things that we want for positivity moving forward in 2023. Let's hope we can start this year better off than how we finished last year. As we take on the trip to Leeds at Ellen Road. And that will, of course, we will be bringing you all the matchday content coming up over the next couple of days. So keep your eyes on the channel. And in order to do that, you have to subscribe, hit the thumbs up, and leave a comment if you can. There's a bell notification that will notify you when all our shows do go live. Now, this show is in association with our good friends over at Knees Up Mother Brown, KUMB.com. If you haven't already, and we have told you quite a lot, go across, check out our good friends over there. Great channel forum. What a forum. You've got people from all over the world debating, getting their points across, good conversations. You meet good friends as well. So get across there and, of course, check it out. kneesupmotherbrown.com, KUMB.com. Go and check them out. Now, we bring to you some of the stories of the day. And as I've titled the show today, it's the transfer rumours for you. And they're coming thick and fast. Now, Atalanta star Ruslan Malinovskyi, the Ukrainian international, is and has been dreaming of a move to the Premier League for some time. Now, he was linked to West Ham previously, but it looks like Spurs are now entered the race to try and bring the Ukrainian international to London. But West Ham previously, who were interested in the star, have re-entered negotiations, apparently, according to sources, in recent weeks, trying to bring him to East London. Now, he's 29 years old, and he has been strongly linked to the Premier League for a long time. But his contract is due to expire at the end of the season. A bit part player for Atalanta, he is likely to be sold by the Serie A club. Indeed, Atlanta would rather bring in a fee for the player rather than lose him on a free transfer. And West Ham and Spurs are going to try and push forward for this playmaker as they look to improve their options in the final third. Now, what do we know of him? He's years old. He can off the wing or mid. Fernandez can he would we could have to be over the odds plan bring something. Your thought of Malinovskyi into the club? What do you actually think about that as a realistic signing for us? As I move on to the next story for today, and that is on the fact that West Ham are potentially set to launch an assault on the £50 million rated midfielder, Manchester City midfielder Kalvin Phillips. Now, we have had a little bit of interest in the midfielder before, but the comments recently made by Guardiola on his current physical attributes wouldn't have gone down well with the player. And West Ham were one of the sides who were interested in bringing him in last summer, whilst he went and moved to Manchester City for 42 million, where and plenty of other clubs, like I said, were interested, but we were knocked back. Whilst there was a more lucrative offer from Manchester City, it's unsurprising that Leeds allowed Phillips to move to the Manchester side. A move to a club of that size was massive for him. And not too dissimilar an offer in terms of funds. Now, things have not been plain sailing for him since he's been at the Etihad, though. He got on the field for 13 minutes across 3 appearances at the beginning of the season, not long after a shoulder injury did keep him on the sidelines for a while, but he did recover in time to go to the World Cup with England, though it was Jude Bellingham that partnered Declan Rice in the middle of the field. Phillips then played for 40 minutes across the tournament, and since his return to Man City, he has yet to play. But the scathing comments from his manager Guardiola trying to offer an explanation as to why he's not made it onto the pitch. He said that basically he was overweight, and comments have potentially alerted loads of other clubs into bringing the player into the club, of which West Ham are potentially looking at doing. Now, we know the whole story about Declan Rice. I'm not going to go over it again. And if he is going to go leaving the club, we're going to have to look for someone to replace him. Would Kalvin Phillips be the man? How much would he cost? Would West Ham break the bank to try and bring someone like him into the club? Let me know in your comments below as we move on to the next story. The next story is an interesting one. If you are regular on social media, you'll see all the memes about Harry Maguire. But Stuart Pearce, the former West Ham coach, believes he should be on West Ham's transfer list, another target we should bring in this window. And because he slipped down the pecking order at Manchester United under Van Tag, and he's not been favoured there at all since that's happened. Now, Ten Hag has actually been playing even Luke Shaw in the position of centre-back over Harry Maguire. And Stuart Pearce went on and he said, if I was West Ham, I'd be all over trying to get Harry Maguire out there. I'd be asking the question whether he's available. He'd be a brilliant addition to a football club. He's the right age. He's 29. He's the right stature, right experience, but he might just need another challenge now. And he's not getting regular football. Now, Manchester United, landed him back in 2019 from Leicester City, but he's divided opinion since the switch to the Northwest. He made over 155 appearances for the club in all competitions, scoring 7 goals from the back. And he started his career back at Sheffield United, broke into their first team as a youngster before going on to play 166 times, making a move to Hull City, handed him a first top flight move back in 2014, spent 3 years with them, part of which he spent on loan at Wigan Athletic. But Erik Ten Hag, like I said, has opted to start the usual left back, Luke Shaw, in the centre of defence over him in the last couple of league matches. Now, his contract does expire in the summer of 2025, but it remains to be seen whether he'll see that out or not. And Pearce says West Ham should be in the bag to bring Harry Maguire into the club. What do you think? Put your comments in and let me know your thoughts. There are your three links today for transfer rumours. They're going to come thick and fast. We fully expect them to come fast. It's just whether or not West Ham will dip their hands into the market to bring a player in there. If there's quality out there, don't doubt for a second, we will be in the market to bring a player in. Let me know your thoughts. Put the comments in. Let me know your genuine thoughts. Hope you've enjoyed it. We'll see you coming over the next couple of days for as much of the matchday content as we possibly can. Stay safe, everyone. And of course, come on, you Irons.